for office furniture and
Hey, we're recording, guys, so make sure you have your clothes on. I say that because I was on a Zoom once where somebody forgot and they walked across the camera.
Okay, I'm dying.
They had no clothes on, and we were just like, yikes, seriously. Sometimes you forget that you're on camera, you know, and you.
That was unnerving.
Hi, Karen. Let's see. Karen's on. Hey. Let's see. Who else do I see? I'm so glad to see all your beautiful faces. Shelly Shane. Hello, Shelly Shane. Megan Roku. Hello. There's Jennifer Kennedy. Hello, friend. Andrea Tinney. Wow, so many people on. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for joining us. I have so much to tell you guys. It seems like every day something comes to my mind where I'm like, I forgot to say that, or I like realize something, or the people that I watch on TikTok teaches me something. So I'm like, I want to just relay things that I've learned, you know, the best that I can with you guys. And then at the end, we're going to have like a question time. If you guys have any questions, we'll try to answer it. And if you have to jump off at any time and you can't stay, you can feel free to do that. We would not be insulted, but we're going to just go until we don't want to go anymore. Okay. So those people are in the long haul. The last meeting we had, it was like 2 hours long with our team. We're just like, you guys can pop off if you want to. But we just had a lot to say, right? Okay. So everybody here probably has a TikTok account at this point, correct? Okay. If you don't, I would suggest that you get one. It's not the most stable environment, and people that understand that will understand what I mean by that. It has a lot of weird rules and false reporting going on and that type of thing. So if you can get through that and kind of accept that your video might be taken down and accept that you might lose your account at one point, like you just have to come to those terms because it's happened to me. If you can just like get through that and say, if that happens, it happens, and not let it like wreck you. Because the first time that happened to me, it really wrecked me for like about a week. I was just like sobbing and crying. And then one day I'm like, I'm sobbing over a TikTok account. It was ridiculous, right? So if we can use our TikTok account to help us generate our leads and generate customers and generate our, you know, grow our business, yes, by all means, let's go for it and try to use it, right? But we just always have to know that it has very weird things. And now they just dropped a bunch of new community guidelines, and I'm trying my best to understand these because they're just, if you go in and look at them, they're so vague on some things. But I was watching one of my teachers that I love to watch, The Mothership, and you've heard me talk about her before, right? And if you have not heard me talk about The Mothership, write that down, but it's mother spelled with a U. So it's M-U-T-H-E-R ship, The Mothership. She has a background in like real editing as far as like movies and television editing. And she has kind of just taken this like niche in TikTok as a teacher, and she's amazing. I know a lot of you guys have watched her. So if you ever have a question about how to do anything, you could go to her page, and she has her covers on there, which we're going to talk about covers today too. They're so expensive, so important. I didn't mean expensive. To put covers on your photos, so when they go to your account, they can see what each video is about, right? And I'm not sure if everyone knows how to do that, or if they don't know how to do it, I'll go over that. But you can go to her account and just type in, my dog's right here on my desk. So mailman's coming. But you can go to her account and just look for how to do a transition, or how to drop captions, or how to, just how-to videos, basically, she teaches. So, okay. So we went over everybody having a TikTok account. And the other thing I wanted to talk about too, thank you for putting that in the chat. Is Wes on? Is that Wes Daddies to everyone? If you're there, Wes, hello. Thank you for joining, sir. I lost my train of thought when I saw Wes Daddies. That was funny. Yes. Okay. Lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. I know what I was going to say. So if you have recently built a TikTok account, don't get discouraged if it's slow at the beginning. Okay. Because both of us had that happen. And I have had several people message us from the last call we were on saying like, nothing's popping, nothing's happening yet. And that's just normal. Like, you just have to sorry guys, you just have to keep being consistent and pushing out videos. And you've heard me say this, and you'll hear the mothership say this, and hear a lot of big other like people that understand TikTok. If you can upload 3 to 5 videos a day consistently for months, that sounds like a lot, right? Like you're just like, dang, how can I do that? Just make a whole bunch of videos like I've talked about before and draft them. Just throw them in your drafts. Go, like, we have a ring light in the corner. We'll go into the ring light and we'll do like a couple different videos, change our clothes, put our hat on backwards, put our hat on forwards, put a hoodie on, put a jacket on. Just do a whole bunch of different videos and then just have them all drafts. And that way you can just throw them out several times a day. One of the questions that I've had a lot is like, what time of day is best? I have found no rhyme or reason with TikTok timing. I have posted early morning. I have posted mid, late, middle of the night, and all of them, some of them have done really, really well, and some of them have done really, really bad. So it's like, I don't know the answer to that question. And when I've asked other creators about it, they're just like, well, it works for me from like 11 to midnight. And then another one would say like 8 to 10 in the morning. So like, there's all these different opinions. And so what I've found is just do what's good for you. You know, if it's good for you to get on there at bedtime when your kids are in bed and you can, you know, dedicate a few minutes to TikTok, then do that. Just, I think consistency is the key and what wins the game with TikTok. Just never, even if you have 0 views, and even if you have a video removed, and even if you get suspended, keep on trying to keep pushing through. Don't let discouragement get to you. Does that make sense? How do you get all the ideas? So this is how I get my ideas. I go to the For You page. Okay. So there's a page on the left that says followers, and then there's a little thing on the right that says For You page. So For You page is basically everybody and what TikTok thinks is valid to push into your view. Okay. The one on the left, followers, is obviously the people you're following. So I always go to For You page. I do look at my followers too, but for new ideas, you go to the For You page and you just scroll, guys. You just have to invest an hour or 2 a day and just scroll through there. And as you're listening and watching, let your mind, your creative eye in your mind open. And so I'll just give you an example of what I did today. I saw Wes's video that he actually did with his trim, where he says, I'm kind of obsessed with this. And I think it's okay to be obsessed with this. This obsession's not going to hurt anybody. That sound, have you guys seen that sound? And I was like, oh, I'm just going to do that one. So you just favorite that one. It's really easy. You go up to the right top and you just favorite the sound. And then you can always come back to it later when you're ready to make a video. And then you hit your favorites and you'll go and listen to all the ones you favorited. Try to get like a little spin on it. And don't feel bad about like completely copying somebody else's video too. When I do that, I'll try to credit them in the thing, like in the description, and I'll say like at so-and-so. But what's really nice is if you can put a spin on it of your own. Okay. Just try to spin it in your own way. There's a lot of like duplication going on, and that's okay. Ashton talks about that a lot. It's okay to like completely duplicate somebody. And I don't mind when somebody does that to my videos at all. I had somebody ask me recently, is it okay if I redo that one? I was like, oh gosh, by all means, like take it. There's so many people on TikTok, you guys, billions of people, that we don't have to worry about like, well, if she takes my idea and I have the idea, she might take my customer. Throw that out the window. Completely throw that out the window. Like, you cannot worry that somebody is going to take your potential customer, because I say this a lot too, is they're buying you also. So yes, are they buying the BlackBerry trim? Do they want the spoon? Do they want the lean body system? Do they want the liquid collagen? They do, but they're also liking who you are as a person, who you are as a creator. And so they'll go with you. I don't know if anybody in here has ever had this happen, but they'll say things like this to me. I've been looking at trim for 8 months and I've seen so many people talk about it, but it was something that you had that makes me want to try it. That's the goal with any of our social media, especially TikTok. You want to just be out there, let them see what kind of goofy person you are, or maybe you're a serious business-minded person, or maybe you're a busy mom, or maybe you're a single dad, whatever it is, if you put that out there and put your life out there, I always call it living out loud. Just live out loud, put your whole life out there. When you get transparent with people, you guys, it is powerful. Like I've had so many comments about people just saying like, I can't believe you talked about that. Or I can't believe you showed that picture. Cause I have a couple of that picture where I look really like miserable and just, you know, what picture I'm probably talking about. It's like the infamous picture of me from the side with my big old belly hanging over. That picture has reached more people and they have said to me, oh my God, that's me. Right. And I think like, what if I wouldn't have posted that picture? I'm telling you, I think it grew my accounts. I think it grew my customer pod, that one picture where I look totally bad. You know, it's not a picture I would want to like put as my profile picture, right? But I think it's important to show people who we are and what we've been through and what we're going through. Even to you guys, if there's anybody on here that's at the beginning of their weight loss or the beginning of their, you know, using our products, you don't have to wait till you're a size 2 and ripped to start doing videos, right? If you start doing videos now and showing people like, look, I'm on this journey. And I know I particularly gear towards weight loss. That's kind of my thing. But that's where I've found where I can help a lot of people is with actual weight loss. And my thing is like the menopause weight loss, right? So I do a lot of like videos geared towards that. Okay. Do you use the app Trend Talk for trending sounds? I don't use any of those. I tried one, I think. I tried one of those once and I didn't see the value in it. So literally what I do, Amy, is I really stalk the For You page and save the sounds that I think that I can utilize in the future. That's just how I do it. And I probably have a lot of sound saved. And when I'm bored, some nights I'll just go through because you'll forget. You'll say to yourself, and this is like a really good tip too, always write something down. Like I have a folder in my phone of ideas. So if I'm on TikTok and I hear a sound, I'll save it, but then I'll go into my folder and say, I'm going to use Fleetwood Mac Dream sound. And I envision myself doing dishes or whatever. That's just, you know, an example, but I have those all like put in my folder on my phone. So that way we tell ourselves, guys, that we'll remember stuff and we do not. I don't know, maybe I'm different. Maybe I just have a scatterbrain, but I will say I will remember that and I'll go and look at my folder and go, oh my gosh, I forgot all about that. I forgot all about that idea, right? You have anything to add about any
I
of
guess
that?
for drafts though, with drafts,
Yeah.
because it's a good idea to do a video and then finish it out later for before and after or whatever it is, even just ideas to draft something. Save your drafts if you can. I would even start to screen record and save those because what I just found out recently is if I tried to delete my TikTok and re-download it for an update, I lost all of my drafts. So
Yeah.
don't delete your TikTok and re-download it for an update unless you're secure about all your drafts being gone or you have them saved. So you will lose those. For sounds, like saw the question on here, the trending sound. I think you're going to see most of the trending sounds on the For You page. You're gonna see it. You're going to see them over and over again. But that's my husky. But if you have a sound that you want to use that you cannot find, because you can try to start some of my original ideas too and see where they go, because there really is no rhyme or reason. Now, trending stuff obviously has the advantage, right? But if you see something, you hear something, you want to use it. If you screen record that, sound, you can actually upload that video and you can post it, but only for you. So there's an option to load videos, right? When you're making a video, you can post it for everyone to see or just for you to see. You post this video for only you to see, and then you can save the sound. So you can literally use any sound. So if you guys want to learn how to make a specific sound that you can't find, let me know and I'll show you how to save that, because you can literally save any sound just by screen recording.
Yeah, because sometimes we think that we just are limited to the sounds that are on For You page, right? Or sounds that are already out there. And Jay has found like a way, and I'm sure it's not like a big secret, but
Yeah,
it's cool like how he figured it out. It's a little bit in depth to teach, so we would like do like something separate from this, but it's a really good idea to know that you can come up with your own trends. I mean, somebody has to start the trends, right? So like, why not be a trendsetter? Like if you have a really good idea with something, go ahead and try it and put it out there and just be you and be unique, you know?
Try different things.
For you, Wes, do you want to say anything, Wes? You want to say hello? Is it for you, Jane, Kimma?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hi,
No, this is
Wes.
great. This is great stuff. I just told these guys in the chat, like, y'all are roughly 10,000 away from Platinum Black 3, which is just insane. So huge congrats to you guys. I mean, Platinum Black is ridiculous. Platinum Black 2 is ridiculous. Platinum 3 is ridiculous, So and I will say that I did get my very first customer off of TikTok the other day. So that's pretty dang exciting. It was so cool because this girl texted me and she's like, "Hey, I want info on the collagen." And so I kind of went back and forth with her, and then she's like, "Okay, send me the link." She ordered immediately.
Wow.
I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's crazy." And then I was like, "Here, I'm going to add you to this group." So I sent her a link to the results room. She joined immediately. So I was like, "This is cool."
Yeah. That's how
But
fast it happens.
yeah. And I was watching a live from Meg Leland last night, and she had some good perspective too on just like, if you put out 20 videos, one or two of them might hit.
Right.
But the ones that hit, when people come back to your page and see the other content that didn't hit, that's what's going to make you more real. So I saw Claire Ann was asking, like, where do you get content ideas? Well, like the other day, my friend Amy texted me and said, "Hey, I'm afraid of flying. I know you used to be afraid of flying. What helped you?" So instead of just telling her, I just told TikTok.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And so then other people that have that same fear, we were able to connect, So a lot of my content ideas come from just questions that people ask me or things that I talk about with other people. I'll hang up that phone call and immediately make content out of it.
Yes. That is the key. That is the key, to just constantly be in your mind. And like I was saying earlier, to jot things down in your, somewhere, whether it be on your phone or on a piece of paper or whatever. But yeah, and that's what sells. That's what sells you, is you showing people, like that thing with the plane, all those different parts. It was interesting because I watched that. It was interesting because you broke all that down, and then people are going to go, and like you said, people that have that fear, maybe they feel stupid for having that fear. That will help them, and it just makes you relatable as a person, to just say things that you struggle with. I think it's really, really, really important not to get on there and try to be all together all the time, because let's just face it, like, we're not all together all the time. Like most of the day I look like homeless sometimes, you know what I mean? And I said that to him today. I look like cute today to have my hat on. I go, man, it's scary how 80% of the time I look like a homeless person, because I'm just like constantly like, we're doing things. I know that sounds crazy. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I'm always saying something where I'm like, wish I wouldn't have said that. But I've been homeless, so maybe that will help. Like, I have been homeless, so that's why I understand that word homeless.
You just don't feel like you're at the top all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not at the top of my game. You know what I mean? Okay, new here, so don't know any. Dolores, hello, Dolores. So we're gonna mute you guys. So if you need to talk, so just come off mute, because there's a couple people that's having a lot of background noise. I'm always in my leopard house coat, Desiree. And that's funny, and that's something that I was actually gonna mention, is like, try to be known for something. Like with me, a lot of times I like to wear a baseball hat, or I like to wear one of these hats in the winter. It's kind of like my thing that I do. Either I like talk with a hat, or I talk with the spoon. And it kind of like makes you look like, oh yeah, it's that girl always wears that baseball hat, or it's the girl with that guy with the beard. Like, we're trying to like get out there as like a relatable, visible thing.
Make them remember you.
Yeah, make you be remembered. You know what I mean? Another thing that I do, guys, and these are all suggestions, and that's what's so cool about TikTok, is you don't have to do anything my way or Brooke's way, or any other big TikTok creator out there. You can do everything your way. These are just suggestions. But one thing that I started doing at the very beginning, and I didn't mention this on the last call, and I was like, oh, I wish I would have mentioned this. So when you put your text on there, your captions, okay, always, if you can, and I know sometimes you're in a rush and you can't, but I read a stat somewhere, and I think I mentioned this before, that like 80 or 90% of people watch TikTok with the volume off, like at work or busy in the house, and they're just scrolling. So when they can read something that's going on in the video, and there's a big, huge presence of the deaf community on TikTok too. And I know several deaf people on TikTok, and they'll say like they love it that this app has come and kind of done the caption thing, because it's something that they always had to have added to their stuff, right? Like they always had to have the captions enclosed. Well, TikTok kind of just does that. So always try to put your captions on it, even if it's not exactly what you're saying, because you can use the captions feature. But let's say you forget, you can just kind of like what's the word? Surmise, is that the word? I'm really bad with English language, guys. I'm not a good like
Summarize.
yeah, just summarize what you what the video is about. But my point was this, and I get so sidetracked, sorry. I always use black text. I click on the edit. I always put black text, and then I put the background totally black, so it turns the text white, and I have a black box behind every one of my videos. My earlier videos probably don't. I just realized to do that to make my videos look uniform and make them recognizable. So any video you'll see that I put out, you'll see my text has a black box with white writing. And whether it be really little or big or whatever, I always try to put that on there. And then I do try to use the caption feature too. Okay, let me read this. Yes, 80% watch all videos on mute. Yep. So somebody else saw that too. I can't see who said that, but 80%. Wes. Okay. 80% watch all videos on mute. And if it's capping, they'll turn the volume. Right. That's right. They will. They'll stop. I read like some kind of article on that if they see it on mute, it'll make them rewatch it. And that's really what pushes your analytics super pumped, is when they rewatch your video. So if you can get them to do that, and how you can tell if you're doing that, you can go into your analytics. I don't know, does everybody know that you can actually look at your video analytics on your TikTok? There is let me tell you where it is. So at the top right hand side of your phone, you probably can't see this. There's those three little lines. You click on those three little lines and it'll say creator tools. You click on creator tools and analytics, and it will show you watch times, how many times it was shared, how many hours it ran. So like if you go into a video and it says like your video was played for 176,000 hours, that's crazy, right? But it's like, that's how much time they keep track of, how much time your video was actually played. So if you can get a couple videos that get traction like that, where they get replayed and shared, that's when you start making some leeway on TikTok. Just to let you guys know, this is funny, I have this in my notes. When I first started TikTok 2 Aprils ago, it'll be 2 years in this April, I didn't know what I was doing on TikTok. If you go back to my beginnings of my TikTok account, they're so weird, guys. But I leave them up there because I want people to see like, this is how she started, like doing these like stupid videos, right? My first video that went viral, you want to hear what it was? Like, I'm trying to do weight loss and, products. My first video that went viral, I was cleaning the toilet with a Clorox thing, the wand thing. And I was just thought I'd video it. It went viral. And I was like, Jesus, I don't want to really go viral for a toilet video, So that one went viral. And then like we live like in kind of a rough neighborhood. And so there's like gunshots and stuff a lot. So I went outside one day and videoed somebody shooting a gun, which was probably really dumb. Like why I did that, like what, I don't know, but I did. That one went viral. So I'm like, okay, I wasn't getting the people that I wanted with those type of videos, right? Like it was just, and then I just kept on posting, guys. And if you go back and look, it was probably hundreds of videos before this one weight loss one caught. And once that one weight loss one caught, things just started speeding up, right? But here's the crazy thing too, it'll slow down again. And it's almost like this like endorphin high you get like whenever things start going really well with your videos. So whenever all of a sudden it comes to a screeching halt, what do we want to do? We want to like, I'm not doing this stupid app anymore. It causes me, whatever, anxiety or whatever. Don't let it get you there. Keep going, because like 10 more videos, 15 more videos, I'd have another one catch. and so on. And so Jay had to like watch my account growing, and his was just stuck little for a long time, right?
Yeah, so I didn't post 3 to 5 times a day. So my account's the perfect example of barely ever posting. I would post maybe once every couple of days. So mine was a really, really slow grind. And it took over a year to get where it's at now, which is at 10,000, where she's built 3 of them in not even half that time. So
It's just keep on posting
keep
and
posting.
keep going, like keep creating, try things. You'll have videos, like I'll post a video that I think is going to be great, right? I'll be like, this is the one. Flatlined. And I'm like, because like what I like doesn't mean what those people were watching that day might like, right? So you just have to keep on. I just encourage you to be you, be your funny you. If you're funny, if you're serious, be your serious you. Like I said, show them who you are, and that's how you get people invested in your life. There'll be people that will actually say to you, I come to your page every day because I want to see what you're doing, right? That's kind of cool to me. Also, there's somebody else on there.
I just got it.
Okay. There's also something that we just found out. Maybe you guys know about this and you're like, Kimma, you're behind. At the very bottom of your video, you'll see filtered comments. You have to go all the way to the bottom. Jay just discovered this recently. And I guess TikTok like just filters the oddest comments. Like I had somebody that gave me a bunch of like confetti blowing horns and they filtered it out. So you have to go in there occasionally and unfilter your comments and let them through. I don't know why that is. Wes did mention on our last call that they have been filtering link or bio, phone numbers. I saw recently where they're laxing on that a little bit. I've tried it and my phone number has gone through a bunch of times. So I think it's kind of hit or miss. Like I said, with TikTok, you just have to keep trying things. But the main thing that we want to do, and I know that we've talked about this before, is we want to pull people off of TikTok into a different realm, right? TikTok is starting to get more strict with that. So you're going to have to get super, super creative. What I don't understand about their new guidelines is they let you have a link in there, right? They have a place for your link. So if their new guidelines in March is going to say that you can't pull people off the platform, I don't know why they let you have a link in there. Like, it's just weird to me. Why do they have the option? So you just have to be really creative with pulling people out of there. And where I pull people out is in the description of my videos. Mostly I'll say in the description because they don't filter that at all. Not as right now, not as of right now. You can put whatever you want in the description. So use every character in your description. It's really important. I think you have like 150 or 170 characters that you can use in there. Fill it. I fill mine up every time. Now I know there's people, I get it, that say they don't hashtag, they don't use a description and they do great. That's not my story though. Like my story is I hashtag every niche, like weight loss, 50 and over, 55 and fabulous, menopause, let's go, hope dealer or whatever. I put those same things in my videos. And then I put my Google Voice number in there. And I always say, join my Facebook group in my link. So I have to do it a little tricky. I won't go into all that with my one account, but you always want to push people to come out of TikToks so where you can actually help them better. Because TikTok makes it really hard to share. Not hard. You can't share a link in the comments ever. You can't share a link in the messenger ever. And if you know anything about TikTok Messenger, it's horrible, right? Has anybody noticed that the messenger in TikTok is really bad? I mean, you know how Facebook is nice. You go in there and you can talk to people. TikTok's messenger is a total wreck. Like you don't
It's unorganized.
It's unorganized. Anybody that follows you goes into your inbox. It's just bizarre. Like, why would you want a waving hand in your inbox from somebody that follows you? So when you have hundreds of thousands of followers, you have all these waving hands. It's just crazy to me. So I don't even use it. I try to push people to that Google Voice. If you don't have a Google Voice yet, and I know some people in Canada cannot use that, which I think is so bizarre.
There's probably another option.
Yeah, there has to be another option.
Just a text number.
Nicole was asking me about that in Mastermind the other day. I told her I'd look into it for
Text now.
And Ashley, I actually put that in Mastermind, and I don't know if she tried that or not, but that's a good one too. That's a good one to use. Ashley Poindexter, good one.
I think the one you put in Mastermind though was different. The Text Now one, actually, I don't know if you guys can see, but it looks like this like little phone.
Yeah, that's not the one I put in there. You're right. I
Yeah,
think mine was green.
There's a bunch of them too.
there's
Yeah.
a bunch, but that's
Check
what
mine
we
one.
recommend and it's easy.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
And you can like
try.
call through it. You can also send pictures through it. So my husband used it in law enforcement a lot. So
Oh,
that's what
cool.
I've had success with.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. I think if anyone is on here from Canada, that's a good one that she just said. Can you share a phone? Wait a minute. You
Is there a
missed.
reason not to use your project broadcast number? Yes, I mean, you can set up your project broadcast number so you can have people text your number from, TikTok or whatever, and then you can have it set up so it automatically replies with something. So you can have it where you don't have to do much work with it. But we have found that with the Google Voice, first, it's free, but second, we're able to communicate with people a little bit better too, and not only figure out maybe exactly what they need, but even get them to get other stuff too. So you can actually get to know your customers instead of just like sending them back something right away. And it's free.
Yeah,
So it just causes a little bit of a relationship there. And then you can really focus on the sale a little bit more than such a direct auto response thing. And a lot of people, when they get an auto response, they know it's an auto response and they don't like it. So
right.
it works for some people, but some people it don't. It just allows for more relationship with the customer.
Yeah, I mean, think about this. Let's say you send out a project broadcast, or you put your project broadcast number out there, sorry, on TikTok, and you have a video go viral and you have 5,000 people texting that number. Add up what that's going to cost you to correspond with all those people. And seriously, guys, that's what will happen. That's what can happen is you can blow up and then they will all be doing your project broadcasts. And it's like, it adds up to like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, if not thousands, when you go like really big. And that's how quick you can go really big like that too. That's why we don't do it, because our Google Voice goes off all day. And so we don't want to be all day in project broadcast. It's just, it would just like take our credits. Right. So that's kind of why we
use
did
our-
it that way.
We use our project broadcast pretty much for pushing out information to our customers to remind them of stuff.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much it. We don't really use it for new people
Communication.
at all. We just put our customer pod in there and use it for them. Everybody else goes to Google Voice. And then we just,
Yeah, that's a good point. Like Google Voice is potential customers and customers,
right.
where project broadcast is just customers. So it's a little bit different of a group of people. Let's see, is
One thing that about that I told my team is you're paying per credit with project broadcasts. And, I think it's like $15 for 500 credits. And some people are
Right.
like, oh, I don't have very many people. Like, I'm not even using that. And that's all good and well until you have a post go viral.
Oh, that's what I
And
just said.
then it could be insane and it costs you a lot of money. I mean, I have over 1,000 customers in my pod already. So I'm spending a lot of money on project broadcast.
Right.
And there's people, of course, over 2 years that aren't buying, but they haven't opted out. And I'm still sending them messages. So if somebody opts in just for like an inquiry, then if they buy, great. If they don't buy and you forget to remove them when you send out a blast, they could be like, who is this? Like, why are you
Right.
messaging me? And if they don't ever stop, like you're spending money on people that were kind of a waste, if that makes sense. So
Makes perfect sense.
I have a
That's what
project
said.
broadcast and then a text now. And like some of my people are like, why didn't you tell me to have a text now in the very beginning? I put my project broadcast on there and I'm like, it's fine. But at this point I would change it because it's fine until it's not fine. And then it's like costing you a lot of money.
That's exactly what
so-
that's what happened with us. And that's why we decided like, when you see the potential of how big it can go, you're like, okay, this would take a lot of credits. Right. So yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah. Google Voice is free. You just download the app and you set it up. It's really easy. But like Ashley said too, there's that other option also. I did find an option to click for $5 a month. It's free responding. Nikki, what is that, Nikki? What's the option? Maybe she is. Maybe she was not on anymore. Okay, so let me go. Let me move on. Another thing that I just learned yesterday from a teacher on TikTok said, I don't know if any of you guys are on Pinterest. I know all of us at one point in our lives were all on Pinterest, right? Like we were all like Pinterest boards, and it was like the big thing. Well, now Pinterest has moved into like a TikTok type of platform where you can upload TikTok videos in there without the watermark, of course. I had no idea. Did anybody know that? Did anybody know that Pinterest is being utilized for videos? The TikTok creator that was talking about that, she was like, you guys, if you are not looking into Pinterest and pushing people out there, they said that 85% of users on Pinterest consult the site before purchasing something. So that's what's happening over there on Pinterest, and we're not even aware of it. So I plan on like doing some digging into Pinterest just to kind of see what's going on over there. That's just something extra for you guys. Okay, this is really important too. I don't know if you've ever heard anybody say, don't post and ghost, okay? And what they mean by that is if you post and you have a big video kind of hit, you do get maybe hundreds, thousands, millions, right, of views. And so it's really important. And I am in the process of trying to hire somebody to help me with this part. I think I have somebody, but not like concrete, but it's so important just to even go heart that comment. So if somebody comes to your video and they're like, I love what you're doing, you just inspired me today, and it goes ghosted, it looks terrible for you to them, and it looks terrible for other people, right? I can see people shaking their heads. So it's super important. So even if you have to like hire somebody just to go in and heart or just say thank you or see my link or something, and it's really important for the analytic part of the way that TikTok operates. So if you get 500 comments and they're just sitting there, you never hearted them, you never commented back, said thank you, nothing. It just looks bad on the analytic, on the bot part of TikTok, and it just will slow things down. So try to go in on your spare time. Me and Jay try to do this at night when we're in bed and just go like comment on all of our posts and at least heart. Does that make sense, you guys? Yeah. So timing important, like right away or gradual. Timing important, like right away or gradual over a few days.
Timing for what?
Yeah. What if they are creepers? Yeah, you just block them right away. I wouldn't even entertain a creeper at all. You will have a lot of weird creepers on TikTok. It's a different type of weird platform. And that was the other thing I was going to say too, is you want to try to figure out who your target audience is. So for me, my target audience is a woman. Usually, sometimes I have some men with weight loss and collagen, but mostly it's middle-aged women, right? So that's like that's what I talk about the most. I do a lot of like Gen X music and Gen X funny videos, and I talk to that age group of people. And then where I was talking that you can go look at your analytics and your numbers, you can see like how much percent of your audience is a woman, how much is a man, what the age group is, and you can kind of see where you're at to see if that's where you want to target. I'm always trying to target like 40 and over women, preferably women that are like miserable in their life and they're hating their life and they're having hot flashes from hell. Those are the people I try to like help. Okay. Because there's emotion there, right? Our mom is over 40. Yep. That's a good one. Do you ever get notifications when everyone comments or likes? Yes, you do. So usually when you open up TikTok, if you have a video that's gone good, you'll have a 99 plus at the bottom. When you see 99 plus at the bottom, that means that you had a video take off, and you should immediately go and try to respond in some way, even if it's just hearting. Okay. Does anyone have anything else to add while I'm thinking? Because I got to like read.
Hey, real quick, let me just add a couple things. So my plan right now is like, trying to get to 1,000 as soon as possible, right? So you'll see me do, I'll do some more little follow type thing videos today. I know there's a change coming. I do not care. I'm trying to get to 1,000. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about this little change.
You still have a while. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I still have a little bit. So I'm going to get to 1,000, then I'm going to play it cool. But once I get to 1,000, I am going to go live all the time.
Yes.
All the time. And when I go live, I'm going to invite other people to do a joint live. We're going to play games. I'm going to get to know them. The one thing I want to just stress to everybody, it doesn't really get talked about enough, is, one of the reasons why Jay and Kimma are blowing up is because they're so human. It's like, just like whenever Kimma earlier was like, I dress like I'm homeless half the time. What is that? That's real. There's some
There's some people that like, they can't imagine telling someone that they're not always put together, but yet that vulnerability creates trust, right? It's like when you will tell someone the thing that they would never share with anyone else, then that builds trust, because they're like, if you can be yourself, then other people will feel like they can be themselves around you. So while I'm having some little funny videos, while I'm doing some little, hey, follow me stuff, I know that I have to be human. I have to connect with you. I'm not on TikTok because, or Instagram or Facebook, because I want you to learn all about me. I'm on there because I want to learn all about you. And that's why people choose to do, if you have that mentality, that's why people will choose to do business with you. So you can do all the things, you can make all the reels, you can do all the trends and stuff like that. But if you like, I would say TikTok especially is like anti-influencer. You know, if you make it all about, I mean, I have seen some people that are successful on TikTok just by making it all about them and sharing all this drama going on through the day. But long term, if you want to absolutely crush this, then you must really focus on showing a genuine interest in people, being human, telling stories. Like the reason why I did the plane flight thing is so that you could hear that there's things that I'm afraid of too. You know what I mean? Like, and whether I necessarily say that or not, subconsciously, I'm telling you something I'm afraid of, which makes me human.
Marvel.
And then sure enough, that person watches the plane flight video, maybe they don't comment, but then they see my trim video, or then they see this other video, and now there's that bridge of trust, and you're thinking, how did it get there? Well, it's because of that stupid plane flight story.
Yeah.
You know, because that plane flight story was real. So I can't stress this enough. This transcends TikTok though. This is the breakthrough for so many of your businesses, is that realness. That, because let me ask you guys this, have y'all ever met someone that had a really difficult time being real? Like, you know, they're very surfacey and you tried to go deep with them and you could tell like they physically did not know how to do that. And it was probably a huge turnoff. You're like, dude, oh my gosh, like I thought here you are, this big leader, but you can't even be vulnerable about anything, you know? So
Perfect.
I'm telling you, man, this is a huge endearing quality. When people do business with you, it's based upon trust. And there's two sides of the trust coin: character and competence. So your character must be displayed before your competence can be, because before your competence at helping someone get a result can be taken, before someone can take action on that. So you can't do enough of those type of videos either, so just wanted to add that.
Yeah, it's funny you said that, because my next point was one of the weird things that I talk about on my post is like my whiskers that I get on my chin, like as I'm getting older. And those videos blew up because I'd be like, you guys, does anybody ever have these whiskers on your chin? What is going on? Right. And I pluck it out. And every time I have one, I do another video. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's another one. As a woman influencer, would we really do that? Like on another platform? Probably not. Right. But that's the type of thing where a person that's in misery and menopause and having a mustache appear all of a sudden, they're like, oh my gosh, that girl just said she has a mustache a couple times a week, right? Another thing that like has really resonated with women is like when I do like my videos where I'm like just doing my skincare with no makeup on, and I take beauty mode off and just completely like say, this is what I really look like, guys, and that I get so many comments from women saying, I so appreciate that you don't have to come all the time on point. Like I do come sometimes like that, but most of the time I'm just kind of like with my hat on and hoodie and, and I think like what Wes said is like the real reaches real recognizes real. I love that saying, right? Because you recognize that, and fake recognizes fake, and we all have a level of like where we try to be something, but we have to realize that what's going to build you in this type of industry and this type of platform is you being a vulnerable person. You know, I've had so many women say to me, I can't believe that you posted those pictures of you, those before pictures. Isn't that embarrassing? And I'd be like, yeah, I mean, it kind of was. Like the first time I ever put that one picture out there, it was like really scary. And I got a lot of weird hate too. That's the other thing about TikTok. You guys have to like be prepared for. There's a lot of hateful human beings on TikTok. And I think it's because they can hide behind a username. They're really, you know, their life really isn't out there. They're just like user 572150, right? And they can come out and be like, you're still fat and old and ugly. I get that all the time. Like, you're still fat, you're still old, you're ugly, you know? And so at first that really can start taking a toll on you, like where you see that every day, every day, every day. And there's certain videos that I won't even look at. Like there's a reel on Facebook that I can't look at because it has so much mean stuff, right? And so I just protect myself from that. But there is a lot of that on TikTok, and you just have to like kind of like, okay, that's part of it. And I always say this, and this is a funny like saying that I say, and maybe it's gonna sound weird, but I'm weird. Somebody said, like, how can you stand all the haters, all the hate you get every day? And I said, I let the sound of money hitting my bank account drown out the haters. I seriously will say that. I'll be like, I let the sound of that cash hitting my bank account drown out the haters. It has to be louder than any hate, right? Because if we let the opposite happen, it's going to slow us down, right? So I'm just like, let the money, you know, how that song, let the bodies hit the floor. I always say, let the money hit the bank, let the money hit the bank. Because seriously, that's what we're doing. We're creating financial stability for our lives and for our kids and for our grandkids. And it's an amazing thing that we can do just from making content. I want you to think about that. Like, if you really just get good at creating content and get a couple videos that hit, you can really make some really good money doing that. And I was telling Wes this the other day that I finally got paid. I finally got the invitation to get paid on my Facebook Reels, which is crazy, guys, because TikTok doesn't pay good. Like the Creator Fund, it's like pennies for every like 100,000 view or something. It's something super low. But Facebook Reels, on the other hand, is supposed to be paying a lot of money. So I got so excited the other day, like literally squealed when I got the invite, because it just changed everything for me, right? Because now we're really going to get paid for what we put out there, and good content that reaches people, you know, and helps women who are hurting. And Jay has content where he like talks about Bible studies and talks about the Bible and how to heal brokenness and all that type of thing. So it's so cool how God can use you, your lowest points in your life, to actually help people. You know, it's really a cool thing to be kind of walking in and experiencing.
And your personality is really your secret weapon, because what you're passionate about is what you can do content on. If you're not passionate about it, it looks forced, it looks rushed, and you may think you're the only person that likes whatever this is, but I guarantee you, if you put it out there, you're going to find a whole group of other people who like that too. Your personality is like, I think it's your secret weapon. It's really the best thing that you have. Like, you can duplicate people, and you can put your twist on things, and you can put filler videos out there, but I think that real being you really reaches people, and people reach that on a heart-to-heart level, and that's just a whole different world of connection, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings me to a part actually of when you make your videos, posting little titles on them. You know, you make the cover
we were talking
photos.
about that. Yeah, the
We're
cover.
talking about cover photos. So if you look at somebody's TikTok and you go to their page, right, where you see all of their content, if you just see a bunch of faces because they have no cover intro title on it, you just see a bunch of faces, right? Here, I'm going to show you ours, and I'll explain what I mean. So let's.
And we didn't know about covers for like 6 months into TikTok. Somebody told me about them. I was like, what's a cover? I had no idea even what it was. So Jay's
All right,
gonna
so here,
share
share
it.
the screen. So
Can
if
you guys see that?
see how they all have a title on it, like right here it says God sent me, you happy here to believer, but they all have titles, so they let you know as you scroll through what each video is, because most people are going to come to your content on the For You page, but a lot of people, after they know you or they've seen you or they're interested in you, they're going to click on your page and they're going to start looking through. Since there's all these titles, when they look through, this allows them to be interested and want to see it. If it was just nothing but faces, they wouldn't know what any of the videos are, and it'd probably be pretty overwhelming, and they wouldn't look at much of it, right?
Yeah.
Some people might, but for the most part, this helps people want to dig into your content even deeper. So this part right here, is super important. Just putting some sort of title on your video.
Yeah, did everybody know that you could put titles? Because I mean, covers, I didn't know that. Somebody had to actually teach me that. I was wondering if it's beneficial to post the same on all. So yes, repurpose your videos. So what we found, we've tried to edit on every platform. What we found, TikTok has the best, coolest, easiest ways to edit. So how I learned how to edit, literally guys, I went to YouTube and I searched it for months. I'd be like, how do I do this? How do I do that? It's before like there was tutorial teachers out there on TikTok, or I just didn't know about them, I guess. Now I go to the tutorial TikTokers and I learn, but you can literally learn anything on YouTube. We know that, right? You can learn how to like fix a flat tire, get a hangnail fixed on your fingernail, right? But I just went in there and I learned a bunch of things.
Right. Transitions or,
Mhm.
or just anything, filters, stuff like that, whatever you want to know.
Oh, I started about repurpose. Sorry, I lost my train. But
Right,
yeah, I was
good.
talking about the repurpose. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I get like, I really believe I have ADHD. Anyway, come back, Kimma. But if you edit a video on TikTok, okay, Jay has a couple different videos to show you this. If you need it, message us, we'll shoot it to you. I think he's already put them in Mastermind, but there's ways to save your TikTok onto your phone before you even post it without having to crop it, without having to edit it and all that stuff. Okay. Do that every time that you make a video, push it to your phone, because here's the weird thing about TikTok, you guys. If it goes up on TikTok and it gets reported, or they just send something off with it and it gets taken down, you lose it forever. Like you can't like go look at it ever again. It says community violation on it and it's blurred out and you lose the video. So always take that, put it into your file, make a file. Like I have a TikTok file on my phone, and then I push it into Instagram, I push it into Clapper, I push it on Facebook Reels and repurpose those. And the weirdest thing, and I said this the last time we talked, the weirdest thing is something that will get millions of views on TikTok does 0 on Facebook Reels. Something that gets millions of views on Facebook Reels does 0 on TikTok. It's very strange. So you just don't know. So if you have a video that didn't do well on TikTok, try it on Reels. If you don't have Reels, I heard that they're going to start having everybody have Reels soon. So it's just, they were like releasing it a little bit at a time. Jay still doesn't have Reels on his Facebook.
Yeah, I have to get there a weird way. It's
Yeah.
strange, but and you can even repost them again on TikTok. I've actually had a video that didn't do very well on TikTok, and I got the watermark off of it, and I put it back out there, and it did way better. So there's no rhyme or reason. So it was the same exact video. It might have just been a different time, or maybe I had a different amount of followers, so more people saw it at this time. I don't know, but just throw stuff out there. Here, let that person in right there.
Oh, okay. Brent Stewart, come on in, buddy.
There you go.
And like I said at the beginning, guys, if anyone has to go, you go ahead and go. Like I know that it's Sunday and you guys are busy. We're just gonna hang out until we like try to answer everybody's questions. There was something up here that I was reading right here. It said by Andrea, it said, I posted a video the other day that I originally recorded on my phone. After I edited it on TikTok, the original video was no longer on my phone, only the edited version. Has that ever happened to you? That's very strange. Yeah, you should always have the original stuck on your phone. What kind of phone do you have? An iPhone?
Yeah, it seems like a technical.
I have an iPhone. Yeah, I've got an iPhone, and it was super weird because I recorded it like 2 nights before, had the original in my my photo gallery, whatever it was. And as soon as I edited it and then uploaded it to TikTok, the original was gone. I couldn't find it anywhere. It was so strange.
Yeah, I've never had that happen to me.
Okay.
What was the app that removes TikTok logo? So you can use TikSave. It's $10 a week though. I use that. I keep that on my phone. Just for emergencies, if I don't have time to really do it the way that we figured out how to do for free. There is a way to do for free. It's a little tricky though. You actually have to we have to walk you through it. The people that have done it without getting walked through it are geniuses.
That and it's not perfect. It's a hack. So
it's a hack.
The sound is slightly off.
Yeah, you miss the beat a little bit. So if
Yeah.
you ever look at my reels, you'll see I get so many comments from people that say they're so rude. They'll be like, you don't even know how to lip sync right. Go back and practice. And it's because when you push them over from TikTok into reels, it takes a half a second off. So it looks like I'm a half a second behind, but that's just part of it. That's just what happens when you transfer videos from platform to platform. SnapTick has been working well. Yeah, SnapTick. I think that's one of the ones that Brooke maybe talks about. I have not tried that one, but that one sounds good. So would a good way to start if I've been doing Instagram reels to save them and upload to TikTok? You could do that. One thing I said I was going to cover is the new community guidelines on TikTok. One thing that they're going to do, and I'm not sure how they're going to do this, if they're going to have a bot that senses this or what, but they want like very original videos, meaning made on the app, is what I'm hearing. I could be wrong. So if you make and edit a video in TikTok and it's yours and you just push it out, it's going to be pushed further on the For You page starting next month. As it is right now, you can take other people's videos, you can take your own videos from Insta, but TikTok is going to like kind of crush or get their like rules stricter on that type of thing. So you know how you see a lot of people repost other people's videos, like let's say you see something really funny. It's like a dog falling down steps and you repost it. It used to be okay to do on TikTok. Well, now they're going to start really coming down on that. They'll allow you to post it, but it's not going to be pushed out on the For You page if it's not your original content. I also heard, and I think this is what Wes was referring to a minute ago, I heard that the follow parties are not going to be allowed, or they'll be allowed, but they're not be pushed out. So I would do as many of those as you can
Wow, they're
now, because I think that from what I'm watching, some of these big creators talk about that they don't like those. They want it to be organic growth. So I think a follow party is organic growth in my opinion, but obviously they don't. Thank you, Noelle. Noelle, my daughter just put my TikToks in there. Somebody must have been asking about that. Anything else, babe?
No, I think what might be the easiest too, because there's so many things with TikTok, it might be the easiest for like any specific questions to go through, because a lot of it is just trial and error and using your personality in it and seeing what works for you and what might not work for somebody else. So if you guys have any specific questions, I know that would work. I see one here that says,
I think
so
Wendy had one too.
who?
Wendy.
Oh, okay. This one is what a good,
We just talked about that one.
oh, the
Where I said,
Instagram.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's probably better for TikTok to create on TikTok. You definitely can try to like take your Insta.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a way to do it, but we don't do it that way. So I'm not sure, but there's a way to do anything. You just got to figure it out. So we always do it from TikTok to there though.
Okay, Wendy, what was your question, friend?
Well, so I'm really creative. So on all of my platform, it's Wendy Neal. So is there some advantage to having some like really cool name? Because I mean, Wendy Neal is what I came up with. So is there an advantage of keeping that? Or should I come up with something that is actually creative?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard a name versus a real name. The reason why I use that is because that's my referral code, my Hope Dealer. So I try to like kind of use that throughout, or Hope Prisoner. But I mean, there's people on TikTok that have huge millions of followers that have their name. So I don't think it really will dictate if you grow or if you don't grow, if you have your name.
Okay. I did notice that you guys don't have a link on here either.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. I was going to explain that, but it's kind of a long story. But I had a link on there and my whole account got taken down about a month ago, like gone. And then I appealed it and they put it back up for me, but they put it back up without the link. So I was not going to press it and try to put my link back in there. I just have it on my backup account. I just don't want it to be the reason why, because they do have like problems with MLMs. It's actually against their guidelines to be a part of one. So you have to be very, very careful on how you word things. So the link, I think, indicates that, because it takes you to, my Modere stuff. So I just realized that I probably shouldn't put it back in there. It's just something that I feel. So it is on my littler account, but it's not on my big account.
How do you get people to your other account? Because I know you've talked about how you try to get them. Do you send them, hey, go follow this account and you can see the link?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have like a video I made where I'm like pointing like this, like that. Those videos are so good, guys. When you can get a song with a good beat, where you can just point to words, it just really like captures people. So I said something, I can't remember what it is, but it's like, if you want to see more of my content, go to Hope Dealer 66. Follow me there, blah, blah, blah. So I do it that way. And then I also put it in my descriptions too, where I'll say, you can find more info in my link on my other account, Hope Dealer 66. I put it right in my description on my video. So it kind of pushes people to my other account. And also, if you guys feel this in your hearts and spirits or whatever, that you want to do this full out, like you're just like, I'm doing this thing, I want it. I would suggest to make a backup account because it's just the nature of the beast. TikTok is weird, and people, if they report you, and one of the things I get reported for constantly is that I use 2 different people's before and after pictures. It's like a chronic problem where they go like, that's not the same person. So then they remove my videos and I get cited for illegal activities. It's just, it's ridiculous because it's me. But it's a good compliment. But you'll get some people like that just come at you and come after you and come for you and make other accounts to do it once you block them. So it's always good to have another side account. Trisha's not on here, I don't think. Trisha has this problem a lot where she gets suspended, like where she can't comment. So she uses her backup account to go and answer all the comments. So it's really kind of handy to have a backup account. Does it take more time? Yeah. Is it time consuming? It is. But it really might come in handy for you. So I'm always building backup accounts because you never know when your account's going to be gone.
This is your business, so
It
you
is your
definitely
business,
want to have a backup. See a question here. Can you add a title or cover after the video is already posted?
Mm-mm.
No, you cannot.
You're done. You can't edit it at all. So that's why it's so important to like save that video into your phone, because you can go ahead and post that, and then you can always come back and re-add different words or edit it or use it again with different words. So it's really cool and good to save it into your album.
Yeah. Which we'll see how they consider original content here pretty soon too. They might get a little bit more strict on what original content is and what it's not. So we'll find out. Using different music to the same video might work. Using different words and stuff might work.
Right.
We're about to find out how they determine unoriginal content.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out
pretty soon. So it'll be another obstacle that we have to figure out.
Right. I started a couple of videos and got a lot of engagement trying to add followers. How do you prioritize? I have ghosted some now. Started a couple videos and got a lot of engagement. How do you prioritize? I mean, honestly, what I do with TikTok, I have a time block during the day where I say like, some days I have from 10 to noon, or I always do TikTok answers, responses at night in bed, or I'll post some videos actually late at night too. But I found that if you time block your day and just say like from 1 to 3 or 1 to 2, whatever you can fit in is just for TikTok stuff, that really helps instead of just trying to like fly by the seat of your pants and throw it in throughout the day. Like be strategic with it and be very direct and know that what you're trying to do is like much bigger than just like having like a fun TikTok account. This is a way to generate customers and generate income and to reach people too. Because beyond all that, me and Jay prayed over this, meeting today, and we just said, the bigger picture is we want to just really be who we are to help the hurting and lost world in the big picture. And if like Modere is kind of like how the avenue to do that, we'll do that, right? But that's just our personal story. Everybody has their own personal stories, and that's okay. I'm just saying for us, we just have, we have like a big vision. And so using TikTok to be able to reach people is like really important. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw this yesterday on my Facebook wall, probably didn't. But I posted a comment from somebody, I think it was on a TikTok comment, where this lady was like ready to kill herself. She was in such despair. She was just lost her husband to cancer and her dad died the same day. It was just this horrible turn of events. And I took that, I asked her, can I take that comment and post it and ask for, it was her birthday, and ask for people to wish you happy birthday. She was like, yeah, sure, whatever. You guys, the outpouring of love that this woman got, thousands of people inboxing her, like it seriously like chokes me up, because she wrote me last night and she's like, I never expected to have that. I don't have this in my life. Like I don't have anybody telling me good things. She said, in my inbox is like all these people. And I was like, people will show up when you ask them to show up. I just said, you guys, friends, please go show this girl some love. She's having a hard time. So that's like the bigger picture, right? Like, yeah, the selling of the product is great, but we have like a bigger thing outside bubble too.
You just always do well when you help people. And think about it, we're in health and wellness,
Right.
which is helping people too. So any way that you can help people, especially with content and on social media, like you're giving people value, whether it's to cheer them up, to make them excited, to educate them, to just give them motivation. That is all added value.
Make 'em
that
laugh.
is basically free before any sort of sell. And
Right.
I think it just makes you more connectable with people.
Right.
Right here it says, how do you prioritize? I may have ghosted some now. I think it's also important to know that as your account gets really big and out of control, it's going to impossible not to ghost some people, but the goal is to not ghost as many people as possible. So
Right.
don't go crazy over it.
Right.
Just try not to ghost as many people as possible, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, do your best. That's all you can do. And if you have to hire somebody, then you hire somebody, you know,
Right.
just to go in and talk to your people. It'll pay off in the long run.
Right.
You can change your name every 30 days. I think that is true. But I think they like cap it at like, I know Facebook does. I know Facebook, you could change your name, but then they'll say like, you've changed your name too many times. I don't know if TikTok does that or not. How do you make a backup account? You just make up another account, like an email address. How go about responding to comments? See a lot of people that have big accounts not responding. Here's the thing with those big accounts. What we don't know sometimes is, like, let's say there's a big Modera girl that I love. Her name's Christine Camarada. She does huge videos and she gets thousands of comments, right? Well, recently I noticed she wasn't answering any of them back. So I messaged her. I was like, hey girl, you're not messaging. She goes, yeah, I am. And that's when we kind of discovered that TikTok was filtering our answer backs. She was answering back. We were answering back. We're like, holy crap, like we're being filtered. So sometimes you'll see that where it doesn't look like people are responding.
But they are.
But if they are
But they think they
responding
are.
like in a spammy way where it says like, hey, go to my link, or, you know, if it just seems insincere, TikTok will block those. So, but I mean, you have to think about this, those big accounts you're talking about, they can't. They get thousands of comments in an hour and they, you know, probably try, but they just can't. I know I do, but I'm not even nearly at all that big.
So this part's super important. If somebody asks you for information or something on one of your videos, don't just say like, I'll message you, or my link's in the bio, or reach out. Any sort of communication like that, they will filter it. So you have to purposefully misspell your words.
Yep, we talked about that last
Yeah,
time.
that's so important though, because it'll just look like you commented to everybody, replied.
On your end, it'll look like you're commenting, but nobody
never
else sees
did.
it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like when I do link in bio, I change it to LYNC and then B exclamation point 0 bio. So TikTok can't pick that up. They haven't picked it up yet.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean that they won't like catch on to that.
I'll have to spell it wrong again. You post the same content in the backup account or leave it stagnant.
I cross over a little bit, but I try to have some different stuff too. So it's kind of like it's a wishy-wash of mix. Like I'll take my big videos from my big account and I'll put them on my little account, but then I'll do a lot of little ones that aren't on my big account. If that makes sense. They're two totally different accounts, but they have a little bit of like crossover. Top tips for starting scratch. Like I said at the very beginning, just get consistent. Throw out 3 to 5 videos a day. I know it's hard to do, but that's how you grow. There's no other way to grow other than consistently pushing 3 to 5 videos out. And I've heard this from tons of creators. Just tons of people have said that same thing. So it has to be something to it. Baby's
That
crying.
baby's
You
crying.
can also say,
I have a question. A lot of your videos, you have different angles.
yeah.
But yet it's like one consistent song. So are you making several different videos on your camera roll and then splicing them together on one, or can you like stop and change angles?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. I never knew how to do that either until I think I saw a creators talking about it. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so easy. So what you do when you're going to create your video, at the top, it'll have the timer, the side, midway down on the right-hand side, it'll say timer. You hit timer and it'll give you a bar and it'll be the whole length of the song, right? So you'll take the bar where you want the first angle to stop and you slide it down and it'll let you hear it. So it's, you know, like, I love you so much. So you stop it there and then you be like, I love you so much. And it automatically stops for you, right? Then the next one, you pull the timer back again to the next one, and then you do the next one, and then it'll just run it consecutively. It's really cool. It's just a timer thing. It's something so simple, but I didn't realize it until I realized it. I was like, but it's
So when
really
you
good to do that.
When you do the second one, will it automatically start where the first one cut off?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good like that. And that's a good point Ashley just had, because if you do different angles and maybe flip your like jacket or something and come from above, below, sideways, right, it causes the eye to be more engaged. And it's all about how the eye reads what it's seeing. If it's just this, you know, straight on and you're just talking, sometimes people will just swipe through. even if you're saying something interesting. It's just the way our attention span in our lives right now is so short. Like we, as human beings, we're so like microwave instant gratification, right? So if you're constantly switching things on people and switching the way you look and talk and everything,
They're waiting. They're always
yeah,
waiting for something.
they're always
new.
waiting for something new. But like I was saying this on the last call that sometimes me and Jay will do a video like that, and we'll take months to make it. Like I have a video in the making right now. It's the 80s Gen X songs, right? And it starts with like Supertramp and then Journey and then like Rod Stewart or something, right? And so like I started it on the couch when I heard the song and I stopped it. And then a couple weeks later, I was in another outfit and I did the next song. I was doing dishes. And then, so it's in process. And this video is literally going to probably take like 6 months to make, but you can do that. You just throw it in your draft.
10 seconds at a time.
So, I mean, it's just going to be a really cool video and you guys can do that. Like you can just get so creative on TikTok. The editing software on TikTok is amazing. Just play with it. And like I said, if you have a question, go to YouTube, type it in, and see if you can get your answer. Usually there's all kind of creators on YouTube that want to teach you. They just like the views, you know?
Right. So you can start your video, put it in drafts, come back to it later.
Yeah, that's true about you can do the private video on your phone and you can grab one at each time. That's very true. Who said that?
This one is you can save your videos.
I know, I can't see who that is. Darcy.
Darcy.
Darcy, yes, that's very
Facebook.
true. How do you add a comment that someone has put on a TikTok video so you can reply to this? Okay, so that's a really good question too. So when you're looking at your comments, if you see a comment that you want to reply to, and that's so glad you mentioned that. Who was that? Danny. Thank you, Danny. This is so huge. This is so huge with people coming and following you and engaging with you. You'll get comments. On every comment that you get, you have the ability to make a video response. So all you do is you hold it down. Okay, so like I do video responses on like hateful comments a lot. Like if I have somebody say like, that ain't you, that's a fake picture, I'll hold it down and it'll say make video response, right? And it'll put it up in the corner, that comment. And then you can kind of talk to it, be like, I don't know why you keep accusing me of me, you know, blah, 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 blah. And that, like, people like that. They like for you to engage in comments that are left on your videos. So you just hold it down and it'll give you the option to like delete or copy or do a video response. And you just do a video response. But that is super important to do video responses. It really helps your growth doing those.
It directs them to the original video.
And that's the other thing. It directs them then to the original video because they'll want to see like, why did this person make this weird comment? And then they can click on that comment. It takes you to the original video. So it just keeps people on your page longer, right? What's your guys' Venmo?
Whoa.
Oh, whoa. It is, God is awesome. No. I'll send it to you if you want me to. So awesome. Thank you, Wes. Thank you, guys. Is there any other questions? Because we've been on here.
There's a
Wow,
bunch.
we've been on here
There's
quite
a
a while.
bunch in here probably.
Okay, I
Just
gotta
scroll
get off
down.
here. Thank you. Yes, Darcy.
I can't even. This seems
See.
like real in every way. Ultimately, come to a hopeless world with hope. Thank you for your amazing hearts and willingness
Aw,
to teach.
Thank
Oh,
you,
for-
Clarion.
Trying to find the other questions in here. I appreciate you guys
The
and all your comments.
The funny thing about like the hope dealer thing
Oh,
is,
here
you
we
know,
go.
you guys know my story where I was a drug addict. Me and Jay were both drug addicts. We were like the most hopeless drug addicts you ever want to see. Homeless. That's why I can relate to the homeless look because I've been there and been looking really rough, right? And it kind of makes me cry to even talk about it. But like we were dope heads, you know, we were hopeless junkies. So for us to use the word hope dealer, like that's my actual referral code. When I got to pick my referral code, they asked me, what do you want us to be? And I was like, I want us to be hope dealer. And they were like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, no, because I used to be a dope dealer, you know? So like, we just flipped the whole script, right? We're just like, we just turned it around. So and that's another thing that we talk a lot about on our accounts is the recovery community. We talk a lot about who we used to be and what a mess we were and how now, you know, we've cleaned up and been sober a long time. And you know what I mean? So that's another just avenue that we try to hit is recovery. So we do weight loss, health and fitness. He does Bible. We do recovery. We do dogs. I do stuff with my mom. So you just try to get your little niches. You know what I mean?
Niches.
But,
Niches. We use multiple.
You
so.
can definitely use this platform to really like light up the world,
Right.
light up the dark world.
When putting text me at your number in the video text, does TikTok catch on to that? So if it's in a comment, they're definitely going to filter it.
Yeah, what you do is you just separate the number. So you do like, my area code is 330. So I do 3 space space 3 space space 0. I just separate the number out and it doesn't look like a number anymore, right? You just have to like get like, you gotta think about stuff. Yeah, they don't like seeing number, but I have accidentally put my number in recently, normal, just out of like auto response, and it's went through. So I don't know if like TikTok let up on that, but just to be safe, I would separate the numbers out.
You can put them on the video sometimes too. So we put it in the description.
Put in the
So
description.
the comments spaced out, the description, and just on the video itself.
I don't do it on the video anymore because I've had a couple videos removed.
Yeah, I still put mine up there. So
Yeah,
it's just a matter of time.
I don't play with that anymore. I don't put it on the video anymore. This is a really good question. Once you're able to go live, what do you recommend doing on live? You just do your life. Just be like, we take people to Walmart on our lives. We do dishes, we cook. If we're sitting there watching TV, we'll go live, and people love to see what you're doing in your life. They just,
Yeah,
we
you'd be
don't try to
surprised.
get all like with the ring light and all, dressed up, like we just literally I have a little stand in my kitchen by my sink, and we'll just turn on the live. And literally, guys, this is no lie. Every time we go live, we get several orders, several sales. Like, I don't even know what it is. I think it's because they want you to see them, that they're buying from you, maybe. I don't know, but they'll be like, I just bought from you. And I'll look, and sure enough, they just, put in something at least 1 or 2 times, sometimes more. But going live is, like Wes said, it is super, super important for your TikTok account. They want to see you go live. They want to see real people. They want to see your life. There's a couple people on our TikTok accounts, that one lady that's like a recluse, that one older lady that's like bedridden.
Oh yeah.
When we take her to the store, when we take them live to the store, she loves it because she's like, she has like groceries delivered. So she never gets to go out of the house. So when we take her out to our backyard or outside or to the store, to Sam's Club or whatever, there's some people that they live through you. Like, they're living through you on TikTok. It's crazy. But yeah, go live. When you get 1,000, hit your live, and it will grow. Wonder what you should say besides link in bio. Yeah, like I said, I say link, LYNC, and then I spell bio with a B, an exclamation point, and a 0, and it gets through. It works.
New guideline will not allow you to direct.
So they
to
taken,
people to-
Amanda, are they taking the Instagram logo off of the profile? I haven't heard that. Somebody just said that they're not going to let you direct people to Instagram anymore, because there's actually a link, like the Instagram logo in your bio on TikTok. So I'm wondering, are they going to remove that? Because I know mine is still there, unless it's going to happen in March. You're welcome, guys. Yeah, if there's no more questions, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you, guys. You guys are so sweet.
Trying to.
Me and my
find some-
me and my husband met at AA meeting. We're both recovering heroin. Oh yeah, there's a meeting here in Columbus called Hope Dealers. Oh, we're gonna drive up there. We're only like 2
Same
hours.
state, yeah,
That's amazing. Will you please message me? Who was that?
that was.
Deetra, please message me, okay? I would love. That's like amazing.
It says
Oh.
43 new comments, so I'm trying to find.
Oh,
that-
okay.
that
I
question.
mean, if you guys have to go, you can go. We're gonna try to like get to all these, okay?
Thank you. There's a lot of thank yous.
Please continue to dish out hope. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry to go super elementary, but how do you get customers, as in you can't put links or phone numbers? So how I was, maybe I didn't describe this right, because I'm not great at like being instructional. I really do. In the description of the video where you're getting ready to post, before you hit post, there's a little area at the top where you can write stuff. You can say like, this is me and my mom shopping. Well, right there in that description, you have like 150 or something characters. I try to squeeze in there that link in bio. I try to put my, I do put my Google number in there. They do not edit or, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't filter the description. So you can put whatever you want in that description. So put your Google voice in there, put your, follow link in bio, and always too, almost forgot, this is a huge one. Always try to do a call to action at the end of your video, like, follow, share, or I'll see you over on Instagram, or follow me on Reels, or let's go. Like I always do, let's go. But make an action statement at the end of your videos. It really does make a difference. So it's in the new guideline. It says that they're taking Instagram out of there. Man, that's going to really hit a lot of people hard. Luckily, like I don't do a lot on my Instagram. My Instagram is suffering badly. Like I need to like do something with it. I don't pay it enough attention. But I know a lot of people really count on that Instagram link. That's weird. Oh, thank you.
That's the end.
You're welcome, Jana. I think we got everybody. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Beth. We love you guys, and we're so happy to be able to share. And I said a lot of you guys weren't on at the beginning, but I think Jay and I are going to do like once a month a set thing like this, where we just talk about new things we've learned, maybe, or
Answer questions.
answer questions. And we don't know the time. This might be a good time. We have to really think about it some more. So that way you can kind of clear your schedule and have this once a month, like the first Monday or the first Sunday of the month or something like that. If you guys have any ideas on times and days, we're open to that too. But we think we're just going to do that and just really have it. So, you're going to bring new marketers on. You might want to have them, jump on here and learn some stuff. And then we're going to record it. We did record it. We will send that out too. Although I hate seeing myself recorded, like my voice. Oh, that's what I love about TikTok. Like you get to like, what's it called? Meme or mime or whatever. But my voice, ugh.
You could put mine.
I didn't like it. You sent me a message. Okay, I will definitely look at that. Is everybody good? Everybody all good before we wrap up? Thank you guys. Look at these. Look at the hardcore ones that hung in there. So glad. If anybody took a picture of the group, I didn't while everybody was on. Can you please send it to me? I would so appreciate it. It was like lit up when we started. There was like all the squares were taken, but now they're kind of like dwindling. But I would love if you guys send me a picture. Thank you for your time. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. We're honored to be a part of this. You guys say a prayer for us. We have like 10,000 points to hit Platinum Black 3. We are like going for it. These next couple of days we want it, and we're really close to Elite 2. So we're like,
Fighting.
yeah. So let's crush the promo. And we'll see you again in about a month.
Cool.
Bye.
All right, guys.